The hospital smelled of antiseptic and quiet grief. In the lobby, silence echoed like a prayer. Thomas Grayson, CEO of Grayson Tech, stood motionless near the large glass windows, his face pale and hollow. Just hours ago, he had lost his only son, an accident, sudden and cruel. His world had collapsed with a single phone call. He wasn't dressed like a billionaire today. No tailored suit, no polished shoes, just a plain black hoodie and jeans. To most, he looked like any tired, grieving man. No one dared approach him. Except for her. A small girl, maybe 5 or 6, stood in front of him. Her shoes were scuffed, her coat too big, her eyes wide with a kind of fragile hope. She clutched a worn-out teddy bear with one hand and a crumpled drawing in the other. She stared up at him, tilting her head. "Sir?" she asked softly. Thomas didn't react at first. Then came the words that cracked something deep inside him. "Are you my new daddy?" His gaze dropped to meet hers. She wasn't afraid of him. There was no pity in her eyes, just curiosity. And longing. What?" he asked, throat dry. "My mommy says he's gone. But I prayed for a new one. You look like a daddy." Her voice trembled, but her smile tried to stay strong. For a moment, Thomas couldn't speak. No assistant, no boardroom, no headlines could have prepared him for this. A child, asking for something he'd just lost. A nurse rushed over, breathless. "Emily, there you are. I'm so sorry, sir. She's been staying here, her mother's in critical condition. She wanders sometimes." But Thomas raised a hand gently, eyes still on Emily. She had already nestled beside him on the bench like it was meant to be. He looked down at the drawing. It was a picture of a man with a smile and a little girl holding hands under a rainbow. "Did you draw this?" he asked. She nodded. "That's me and my new daddy." Thomas swallowed hard. Maybe fate had taken something, but was it also giving something back? Emily slept curled beside him on the bench, her small hand still holding his sleeve. Nurses had offered to take her, but Thomas had refused. He hadn't felt peace like this in days, no, in years. In the ICU, her mother fought for her life. According to the hospital staff, she'd been hit by a drunk driver. Single mother, no known relatives, medical bills piling up, and now, a child with no one. Thomas watched her breathe, soft and even. He thought of his son, Jacob. The same age, same love for drawing, same wide eyes. It was unbearable, and yet, here he was, unable to walk away. When morning came, he asked to see her mother's chart. He pulled strings, called in specialists. "Do whatever it takes," he told them. Later, he sat by her mother's bedside. Machines beeped rhythmically. She looked fragile, tubes and bandages hiding most of her face. He whispered, "Your daughter's safe. I promise. You just focus on waking up." Days passed. Emily stayed close to him, trusting him with a kind of instinct children have for those who are hurting too. They played with crayons in the hospital cafeteria. He bought her new clothes. Read her bedtime stories. His assistants were baffled. "Sir, this isn't your responsibility," one said. He simply replied, "She called me daddy. That made it my responsibility." Then, one evening, as the sun dipped behind the hospital tower, a nurse came running. "She's awake, Emily's mother, she's conscious." Thomas carried Emily to the ICU. Her mother's eyes fluttered open, blurry and confused. Thomas gently said, "You've been through hell. But your daughter, she's okay. And she's been my light through all this." Tears streamed down her face. Who are you?" she whispered. He smiled softly. "Someone who lost everything, and maybe found something too." Emily rushed into her mother's arms, squealing, "Mommy. He's the daddy I prayed for." The mother choked on a sob, gripping her daughter. Thomas stepped back, unsure of his place now. But the mother looked at him, gratitude in her eyes, and said, "If she picked you, maybe heaven did too." And under the hospital's fluorescent lights, a broken man and a broken family began to heal, together.